You're welcome, and we begin with President Dr. William Ruto alongside his deputy Rigathi Gachagua on Friday met with governors during the 9th National and County Coordinating Summit in Naivasha, Nakuru County. The meeting coming amid the financial standoff between the county heads and the government. The county bosses have been decrying ballooning debts in counties and a backlog of payments have been pushing for the increase to allow them to clear the pending bills and facilitate service delivery to Kenyans. We have our very own reader, Kering Chebet, to bring us to speed.
President William Ruto on Friday chaired a crucial meeting with the country's 47 governors in a bid to break a stalemate over the equitable share revenue and other burning issues.
Government can relate better, work better, find better solutions to local and national challenges, and truly deliver better services and better governance to our people. And that, I believe, is the reason for the devolved system of governance.
In the meeting, President Ruto committed to the timely disbursement of funds to county governments, indicating that this will hasten devolution and smoothen service delivery.
We also pledge to collaboratively explore and develop mechanisms to improve the capacity of devolved units to generate own income, thereby mitigating the vulnerability arising from the reliance of transfer from the national government. Further, we have undertaken to ensure that the transfer of revenue is timely, predictable, and fully complied with by law.
The president noted that the devolved units of administration are at the center of Kenya's development as he pledged to work closely with the counties and scale up its partnership, particularly in agriculture, security, health, and housing.
As pertains to the transfer of remaining functions, I am aware that the Intergovernmental Relations Technical Committee is undertaking necessary procedures to facilitate transition without interruption of service provision. The ICGRT is working on the formulation of pathways and strategies to ensure that both levels of government participate optimally in making devolution work.
President Ruto asked the leaders to endeavor to enhance harmony among themselves, unite and routinely engage.
We are not meeting here to discuss positions. We are not meeting here to discuss parties. We are meeting here to discuss the governance of the people of Kenya. And that governance is happening both at the national and the county level. And because the elections are behind us, we have a cardinal duty and responsibility to think together on how Kenya can be better. I want to urge you that we focus on changing the fortunes of the millions who stood in long queues for many hours to elect us.
He explained that the culture of hostility, confrontation, and litigation is disruptive, inefficient, and wasteful.
There was a pact because we were in this together. We were in this as candidates together with our voters. The voters have discharged their part of the bargain. They have elected us. It's now us as leaders collectively to discharge our part of the bargain to serve the people who elected us.
The two levels of government differed after governors maintained that the equitable share should be increased to 425 billion shillings from the current allocation of 370 billion shillings for the 2022-2023 financial year.
I am here to emphasize the national government's full commitment to the success of devolution and intention to fulfill its constitutional mandate for this purpose. This commitment is inscribed in our pledge to the people of Kenya to complete the transfer of functions designated for devolution within a short period as well as other concrete undertakings. One of them is to develop a framework to facilitate state-owned farms whose functions include shared or devolved functions to conform to the principle of funds follow functions.
Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua said it was the focus of the government to ensure devolution succeeds. He noted that through cordial and constructive engagement with the national government, counties have the power to transform Kenya.
Your Excellency, you have wanted this session from day one, but we gave the governors time to settle down, and you had wanted to come and engage the governors, to listen to you and understand you, and to appreciate where you hold devolution.
The meeting comes barely a week after DP Gachagua told off the county bosses over their demands to have county allocation increased from 370 billion shillings to 425 billion shillings. The DP said the President Ruto-led administration was incapable of meeting their demands and will only allocate between 380 billion shillings to 385 billion shillings. The governors who have been decrying ballooning debts in counties and a backlog of payments have been pushing for the increase to allow them to clear the pending bills and facilitate service delivery to Kenyans. Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, Council of Governors Chairman Anne Waiguru, National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula, Senate Speaker Amason Kingi, Attorney General Justin Muturi, governors among other guests were present.
Your Excellency, I wish to assure you that all the action points for the Council of Governors arising from the Nanyuki meeting have been implemented. This will be demonstrated in the first session today. This goes to show our commitment to achieving our specific goals as well as your vision for this great nation.
For Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, I'm Rida Kering Chebet.
I also want to thank His Excellency